Vice City being filled with so many people, even the quote-unquote worst, can be forgotten, even if they set a specific tone that was never seen before in the city. To those unaware, I'm referring to Marty J. Williams, and to say the least, it wasn't really even his fault how he moved around throughout. Gangs already setting up shop around the city, he led basically a Dixie mob, calling himself the Trailer Park Mafia. The name alone already would show the gang running around in lower class environments and benefiting from it, of course for a reason though. Also keep in mind, this is the only trailer park seen throughout the entire map, showing how they moved kinda was already dying out. And a lot of what they got into was enough to classify him and his gang, of course, to be putting terror on the city.
Yes, a new form of mafia is running roughly shot through Vice City. This so-called trailer park mafia are dominating a wide range of criminal activities and bringing poor communities of people already on their knees down onto their elbows or some other body part. Drugs, prostitution, protection rackets, inbreeding. No criminal act is too tasteless for this new evil menace. Stay safe, people. This is Jenny Mitchell with MeTV News.
The fact there were looked to be nothing they wouldn't do already shows the line drawn separating him and his crew from normality, while still being in the criminal underworld though. But proud of who they were, of course being in the criminal underworld would be no problem. Although we don't see how bad things were early on, the trail was still there though. Marty's intentions were dark, but as really simple as it really could have been. Many know about Phil Cassidy, and if you don't, to keep it short, he was the in-law of Marty back in 1984. Marty comes into play though, for the fact alone, in a way, they were the same. Phil was likable, but both had things put into them that made things simple in their lives by the time they got of age. Phil would explain what guys like him and Marty went through, that shaped what they became.
The thing is, Vicky boy, my daddy was an angry man. He never ever told me I was special. In fact, he used to beat me, especially when he caught me staring at my cousin or my sister.
This shows simple abuse. This isn't about Phil fully yet, but he grew up to abuse a lot of things. But that's just sadly becoming and being life, even when success showed. And his sister being brought up in the same life. Of course she went to and for a guy like Marty. But guys like him and Phil are really only doing what was did to them, what was seen, etc.
The tragedy of it is, I'm just like him. I'm a drunk.
So with this, Phil seen nothing wrong sending Vic to help out his brother-in-law. Keep in mind, Vic's the outsider. Of course, telling things showing when he actually meets him.
Hello? Marty? Phil Cassidy sent me.
Marty ain't home or nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, do you know when he's gonna be back?
I don't know nothing. Excuse me.
What do you want, boy? Nothing. Are you Marty? No. Now get gone, boy.
Bitch! Bitch!
Get your sorry ass out here. I thought I told you to clean this shit up.
Marty, Mary Beth's been sick.
Don't be using that baby as an excuse, Louise, because I'll hit her as well as you.
At this point, it's safe to say times had changed from this type of crudeness Marty seen putting out. But this was a method that always worked for him, and that was followed. This was normal, more or less. I mentioned Phil earlier just to ask the question, if what Marty was doing wasn't already normality, Phil would have a problem, right? But you really don't or won't ever act like this unless it's normal. Thinking involved, saying that to say it's in him, not on him, for the fact of his roots. And he knew how his life would look to outsiders, but as we're going to see, he just brushes his ways off, going to say he's just playing. Although instantly, after his ways still would show to again simply be set in stone.
Are you Louise? I'm a friend of Phil's.
Friend of Phil's? Well, why don't you say so, boy? I'm Marty J. Williams.
I was too busy watching you threaten your wife.
Well, we was only playing around, boy.
He didn't mean nothing by it. He only hits me when I deserve it.
Well, Phil says you guys might have some work for me. I'm Vic Vance.
Yeah, sure. I got a few things need taken care of right now, as a matter of fact. Drive me.
And Luis, you better have this shit cleaned up before I get back.
You got me?
So with his ways, of course extortion was his game. Although for the fact alone, this was something simply simple.
What business are you in?
I look after people and they look after me. Sometimes I have to remind them of their obligations if they don't. But mostly I just mind my own business. You mind yours, pal.
Now get on in there and teach them idiots a lesson. You're not coming? Why would I employ a dog and then bark myself?
Marty, he's with you?
What are you doing letting scum in your store? My protection don't run a no daily visit. Are you hot for me, boy? Is that it? You want to see my pretty face here every day?
What? No!
Voice of my time, your protection rate just went up.
Helping him out down the line, he would even refer to his lane to be a man's job, still showing his nature as far as keeping things A to B.
You done a man's job today. I might have more work for you.
He couldn't or didn't even fundamentally understand the change around him, being it didn't fit his thoughts. Luis later would be seen doing the cliche 80 aerobics exercises. Meanwhile, Marty only had one thing that came to mind for him, which is of course telling.
Damn it, woman. If you're gonna dress like a whore, I'm gonna turn you out.
Again, it was really that simple. The problem was, it wasn't the early days where that could fly. Keep in mind of his origins. All he saw was, of course, if you would do this, you would do that. About to be told something, basically something atypical, leading him to keep it simple again.
I was doing my aerobics, Marty. For crying out loud, give me a break.
I will. A broken fucking neck. You watch your mouth in my goddamn house.
Sorry.
Now look what you gone and done, you imbecile. Jesus, woman. Hey, what's up, Vic Vance?
You said you might have some other work.
Yeah, sure. I got some debts people need to start paying. If you don't shut that brat up, woman, I will!
Screw you, Marty. You're nothing but an inbred hillbilly piece of shit.
You better watch your mouth, tramp, or I'll knock them teeth out.
That's it! I'm taking the baby and I'm going to stay with my sister!
Good! Go ahead, go! Fat-ass pig sister of hers.
I'll hit her and all too. Come on, let's get out of here.
Even his threats now to his sister-in-law and everyone else is telling. For the fact alone, anyone that has a problem with his behavior, he would be the same guy. It was that cut and dry. And of course, he still shows that.
Hank, get that van out of here!
Why do I get the impression none of those debts were genuine?
Whatever I say is mine is mine. And what I say goes. If you want to get on around here, you'll learn that one, kid.
And as far as Luis trapping her, basically, we saw the effect.
It's bullshit. Got a kid by a goddamn prick. Living on my sister's couch. No hope.
But Marty, of course, kept things primal.
So it seems I got some competition.
What do you mean?
Them damn cholos are trying to muscle in on my repo business. It's time I sent them a message.
A message, as we heard, was the intent for what he's about to have Vic do. But what's about to be seen to be too much
Grenades?
was again regular for him.
I just want to make sure they hear what I have to say.
And keep this next thing in mind as well. He mentioned earlier that he was looking to diversify, and the opportunity will come.
You're running a protection racket?
And more besides soon enough. It's time to diversify my interests, Vince.
Vic.
Whatever. We're going into the whoring business. We're gonna take over place up yonder. Once we're in, it's party time. Yes, sirree, boy. I just got me an itch I need scratching.
Getting into prostitution, again, things will still be cut and dry.
Just get up there and clean the damn place out, Vince.
All right, enough. I ain't scared. You stop disturbing the goddamn neighbors with this bullshit. I'm just saying. I pay you to help me, not to argue.
You hear?
Loud and clear.
Yeah.
Boss. Good.
And again, getting into it, what would be off limits to others, his primitive ways wouldn't see a problem, of course.
Anyway, I told him, you bring her over to me. I don't care if she's 14. I like her boobs.
Around this time, he even continued to do what made sense to him. Having a new source of income, we saw his vision.
I don't like the look of these guys.
Aren't they the guys from the quad bike race?
So you cheats have shown your ugly bitch-ass faces. If Marty heard you talking to me like that...
Marty? Marty said the next time he saw you, he'd turn you out.
This would have been the case even before Luis decided to steal from him. For the fact alone, he already seen enough earlier.
I'll get my baby's things.
You should have just bought new.
I will. I just found Marty's wallet inside. I'm going shopping.
That asshole owes me.
But now Luis feeling old? Of course he would too.
Marty ain't gonna be too happy when he finds out you ripped him off.
Like I give a shit.
Who took her?
That monster Marty. He said he's gonna turn her out.
Jesus. It's his own wife.
But things will still be shown. He didn't make things deep, lacking empathy, because it served in his world.
I ain't gonna be your whore, Marty!
You've been whoring yourself on that Vic. Don't you deny it. Well, if you're gonna act like a whore, you're gonna be one.
Get in that truck.
Even trying to stop him, he would show this was for Luis to simply earn her keep. Being around Vic, he saw her doing this new lane for free, causing his decision simply gain before anything.
You're gonna earn your keep, girl, and you're gonna lock it.
I can't believe you killed him. How am I gonna look after my baby now?
You what? Marty was an asshole. He treated you worse than shit.
Marty didn't know enough and never developed as far as getting what they knew. His life was something that was normal. He was just the embodiment of something dead for a while, from his actions to how he seen things. We heard him say and attempt crazy things, but he was just a guy who did what people simply wouldn't, while running an entity where a certain way of life and thinking already was on the verge of extinction. But his nastiness wasn't a problem. Let's keep it real. Being this type of guy was all that was around in this world. Abuse been around, simple minds been around, still respected by the ones that mattered, even if it looked crazy on the outside. Phil showed it, speaking on the roots earlier, and of course Louise showed it, which is why she was stuck on him actually being dead.
I'm sorry. Hey, look. Marty's kin are gonna be coming for you now. We better get you someplace safe.
Look, you and Mary Beth are gonna be better off without Marty, you know?
Are we? It's just everything's changing so fast.
Seeing change happening fast with him gone is of course telling. For the fact alone, change. Bad or good. Saying that to say no one thought of an alternative of what everyone went through, especially him. They just was sitting in it. But the one still on his side would still have his thinking. They're too far, again, to not be too far.
So you heard about Marty?
Yeah, I heard about that dumb punk.
Look, you worked for Marty for years. So in between men, can I rely on you?
Sure, puppy. If you can prove to me you got some balls.
Hey, Louise, it's me.
Vic, thank God you're here. I just heard your cat house is going up in flames. Are the girls okay?
Did Marty's inbred family do this?
I'll be right down. That's Marty's cousin. He did it, Vic. Get him. Bastard's got 6 toes.
Marty was a primitive soul around the same thing he was. His ways was crazy because it was simply out of style. And him dying doesn't change that world. It just took out him and the Trailer Park Mafia. 2 years later, it seemed to be nothing but open land. Here roamed again, simply a primitive guy with things working off simple thinking, leading him to die simple, hated by many while resembling many.